Swastiastu, salam, nama budaya dan salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, I will present on the topic of LKM 5, Biochemistry, Bioenergetic Integration, the Krebs cycle, and the electron transfer chain and oxidative phosphorylation. Okay, before we begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Salsa Bladionisha. You can call me Salsa. With license is 01. This case study is an athlete experienced decide in performance rapid fatigue and muscle pain following intensive training. Test results showed low ATP levels, elevated NADH levels, but no significant increase in ATP. Discrete activity of complex 4 cytochrome C oxidase. Increased oxygen consumption but different ineffective energy production. The doctor suspends and a disruption in the electron transport chain and oxidative phosphorylation. Okay, 1. Explain the role of the Krebs cycle in providing electron carriers NADH and FADH2 for energy production. The Krebs cycle produces NADH and FADH as electron carriers for ATP production. 2. List and explain the main produce of a single Krebs cycle and the role of each produce and energy metabolisms. One Krebs cycle produces 3 NADH, 1 FADH2, 1 GTP ATP, and 2 carbon monoxide. Carbon dioxide. NADH and FADH2 are used in the electron transport chain. 3. Why are NADH level high but ATP level low in this case? Explain the relationship between this condition and disruption in the electron transport chain. NADH accumulates because the electron transport chain is impaired, preventing optimal ATP production. 4. Describe the flow of electron in the electron transport chain from NADH to oxygen as the final acceptor. Electron flow from NADH or FADH2 through complex 1 sampai 4 and are finally accepted by oxygen to form water. Explain the role of oxygen in the electron transport chain and what happens if oxygen is not optimally available. Oxygen acts as the final electron acceptor. Lack of oxygen inhibits ATP production. 6. Explain how the proton hydrogen positive gradient is formed and how the energy from these gradients is used to produce ATP. The proton gradient formed across the inner mitochondrial membrane is used by ATP synthesis to generate ATP. 7. In the case described, the activity of complex 4 is reduced. Analyze how this description affects electron flow, proton gradient formation, ATP production. Reduced activity of complex 4 impair electron flow, decrease the proton gradient and lowers ATP production. 8. Compare the energy contribution from NADH FADH2 in ATP formation via oxidative phosphorylation. NADH yields approximately 2,5 ATP while FADH2 yields approximately 1,5 ATP. 9. Explain how the ATP or ADP and NADH or NADH positive ratio regulate the rate of the Krebs cycle, the electron transport chain. ATP or ADP and NADH or NADH positive ratio regulate the activity of the Krebs cycle and electron transport chain according to cellular energy demands. 10. Explain the integrate relationship between glycolysis, the Krebs cycle, the electron transport chain, oxidative phosphorylation, and generates a maximum energy within the cell. Glycolysis produces pyruvate, the Krebs cycle generates NADH FADH. 2. The electron transport chain creates the proton gradients and oxidative phosphorylation produce ATP. Thank you for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.